Alrighty, welcome back everyone to Southern Cross
Radiant
Dota's
team
in-house games of this Thursday night. I'm just going to check the settings really quickly and make sure I did turn enable mic on. Alright, cool. Alrighty, welcome everyone. We have a Captain's Draft game up at the moment,
Radiant
so it should be a bit of
banned.
fun here. Alrighty. Alright, let's have a look at the pool. We have a Baton and a Phantom Lancer being banned out almost immediately. We don't want to see these heroes. Both of them quite strong. There's a Timbersaw in the pool. I'm surprised he's not going to be banned out.
Dire
In
team
fact,
banned.
Clinks is. So they don't want a Clinks by the looks of it. Alrighty. If we wait and see what the second ban is going to be for the Dire. We'll wait and see. Quite a few bans. I'm gonna say a Timbersaw would be probably smart. In fact, it's gonna be an Alchemist, so quite
Radiant
interesting
team pick.
there. Alrighty. Very interesting, actually. Nyx Assassin getting picked up first, so
Dire
very
team
interesting choice
pick.
there, being the Nyx Assassin first, especially with the Timbersaw in the pool still. And in fact, he's going to be picked up for the Radiant first.
Dire team
It's
pick.
what was expected, because, well, it's a Timbersaw, and he is one scary son of a bitch. Second pick now for the Dire. What will they favour? There is a Luna, Weaver, Gyro, and Slark in the pool still for the carries. In fact, they're going to go with a support and going to pick up the Rubik. Alrighty, Rubik. That Rubik being picked up. So, a Timbersaw and a Rubik, very interesting combination. Rubik is actually quite well good against Nyx Assassin because there is quite a few spells that he can steal. Even Spike Carapace is pretty good. Especially that stun and the Vendetta makes it a lot easier to do things. Especially with Vendetta, you can just run around the map invisible. Storm Spirit and Slark being picked up as
Dire
our
team
next
pick.
heroes for the Radiant. Slark, a very strong carry. Very scary carry. Does quite a bit of damage and quite a bit of, well, damage, I suppose. It's the best way of putting it. Storm Spirit being picked up as well. Everyone
Dire
loves a
team
Storm
pick.
Spirit. Or as Puppy calls him, the Mexican. Weaver being picked up as well as the third pick for the Dire. A very scary hero to come against. A Timbersaw and a Weaver in the same team. It's not often seen. Most likely a Timbersaw mid and Weaver off lane, or it could be a Weaver hard carry Timbersaw off lane, or even a Weaver hard carry Timbersaw mid lane. Quite a few things they can do with that, so we'll see what happens. Fourth pick now for the Radiant. They're taking the time to think about this one. 30 seconds left in the pool. Interesting to see which direction they go with. 23, 22, 21. Not much time in this Captain Draft pick. It's only 15 seconds left. What will they pick? Down to 10 seconds. There's
10
quite a bit.
seconds remaining.
Maybe it's going to be Ogre Magi in fact, so not the Shadow Demon like I was going to
Radiant
say.
team
Shadow Demon would be pretty cool with Weaver Rubik. But it's going to be Ogre Magi. Ancient Apparition being picked up as the
Radiant
second
team pick.
support for the Radiant. Just lacking a off laner or hard carry. Not too sure. But isn't AA being picked up fourth? Our last pick will see a Luna, so it'll be pushing Slark into that
Dire
off
team
lane.
pick.
And the Luna will be seen in the carry role. So that's good.
5 seconds.
Elder Titan being picked up as our last hero for
Seconds
the
remaining.
Dire. So that will most likely be our middle laner or off laner. Then you got Timbersaw who can go in mid off, or then you got Weaver who can go carry mid or off. Why you do this to me? Why? Alrighty. Whilst we get into the game, let's have a look at which draft do we think will win. I am thinking that maybe I don't know. Not too sure. Radiant team have a very strong team, actually. It's quite scary. Whilst we wait for these slow pokes to get into their positions, Alrighty, here we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Southern Cross Dota in-house games of this evening. I'm your host of this evening. Yes, host. I don't care what the admins say, I'm the host of this evening. I'm IceCube Dota. Follow me at IceCube Dota. And as we jump into game 2, let's introduce our players. We'll start off with the Dire team this time. Razzle being played by... He's going to be playing the Ogre Magi on the support. Angus the Bull, big player from last week, will be playing the Weaver. Elder Titan is going to be picked up by Fine Tuned. L is going to be playing the Rubik on the other support, and then we have a Timbersaw who looks like to be running... That's not a Timbersaw, that's a Timbersaw. Timbersaw running off to the... Will he be the off, or will he be the mid? I don't know. We'll find out very shortly. I think he is going to be the mid with the Elder Titan going into the offlane. Alright, cool. On this side of the Radiant, we have a giant Claude Van Damme on the Slark, who will be in the offlane. Angus Aussie Gold. Angus Aussie. Aussie Gold being played by Zenix Assassin. Endless will be picking up that Storm Thread for the mid. Tempest is going to be playing the Luna. And then we have, last but not least, Nighttime on the AA, who will be our second support.
The battle begins.
Alrighty. Alrighty, as we get started, it's time to get started. Which makes sense if you think about it. Alrighty, so let's have a look-sees at what we've got. We've got Storm Spirit facing up against the Timbersaw. Now, theoretically, Storm Spirit should absolutely dominate this lane, but might surprise us all. Maybe. Oh, in fact, he's doing quite a bit of damage already to Gazy. Unless he played an absolute massacre of a Magnus last game, and it was really quite scary to watch. Like, he was just that good. But if we do see First Blood, I wouldn't be surprised for it to be up here. But Elder Titan taking a bit of damage. Endless doing quite a bit of damage to Gazy. KZ. I don't know how to pronounce names. If I don't know how to pronounce your name, I apologise, but he's absolutely doing monsters of damage. Monstrous amount of damage. Meanwhile, we have a Slark who has having actually a really easy time on this bottom lane. Well, Weaver in the carry position, not quite doing as much as you'd expect. Like, Weaver can constantly he can constantly hass the Slark A and do a bit of damage, but it's just not quite working out. Aussie Gold pulling these lanes up, and he's going to get a double stack off indeed, so it's going to help quite a bit for when this, the Luna is the carry wants to farm. Slark playing a little bit aggressive by the looks of it. I was going to spot him out and just push him off a bit, but what's happened? Endless absolutely dominating this middle lane. 12 and 7 to the Timbersaws. 1 and 2. It's quite strong. It looks like Fine Tune getting a bit too close and Lunatic doing a bit of damage with the AA. That might be a scary combination later on, actually. AA with Chill Wind and then Timbersaw, but Bottle being picked up for Endless now. He's going to be doing a bit more damage to Gazy, which will help a bit. Looks like we might have a go top, but it doesn't. Casey's going to get played a bit too close. Endless is going to throw out a bit of damage. The Timber Chain's just going to let Casey survive. If that Static Remnant got to the Timbersaw, that was a dead Timbersaw. There's no doubt about it, but just a bit unlucky. And Timbersaw escapes on the littlest bit of HP.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Top lane now, Slark's sitting in a very aggressive position at the moment, actually. I don't know if they can see him not. I think they might come with this creep, maybe? Not too sure, but he is getting the farm, well, the experience anyway, that he really needs. Which is always a good thing on the off lane. It's what you do, it's how you win the off lane. get experience, win game. Not much different, just don't die. That's basically the rule. Alright, looks like there was a few pings coming out on the Slark, but might have just been to say, hey look, here he is. So very, very passive game to start off with, but Endless is absolutely doing work. 25 to 11 last hits against the 5 and 2 Timbersaw. It just means that Timbersaw is going to take that much longer to get his arcanes. Endless picking up this illusion rune in the top lane. It might be our first blood, but Slark is going to take a massive amount of damage at top. Not quite sure what happened there, but I'm certain he would have leaped out. In fact, he did. Not actually opting to go with the Pounce build, so quite interesting choice there. Quite interesting indeed. Indeed. Endless still doing a bit of work here. 31 and 12 against a 6 and 2. It's Timbersaw's nightmare, just not being able to do anything when he's just used to doing so much. Top lane, Slark still playing as aggressive as he was, level 5 already, so he's caught up to the middle laner, which is really scary. In fact, Endless is going to jump in. He's going to try and do a bit. Static Remnant comes out, it's not going to do too much, only being level 1, in fact it is. But Endless hitting level 6, he was able to jump on top of KZ like that. Do quite a bit. Jean-Claude Van Damme actually taking a bit of damage. Weaver's going to come out, and the Leap's going to come out, but the auto attack from the Weaver is going to pick up the first blood on for Angustible. Endless coming in, going to drop L, and then back up and use a teleport immediately. And get out of safety. So they lose the first blood, but they do pick up another kill, and he does get out. So just what happens.
Where's the party?
Endless doing a little bit of work now in this middle. He's actually keeping the creeper equilibrium very much in his favour, pushing when the runes spawn and being able to pick them up. I don't think he has actually lost a rune yet. Picking up an invisibility rune should help quite a bit with a gank of some description. Putting 4 points into the overload first up, so his right clicks are going to actually do quite a bit of damage. Look, Elder Titan's 7-0, whereas Slark is... Where is that Slark? In fact, he is 4-3, so I actually thought Slark had a lot more last hits than that. He does not!
Missing middle.
Very, very passive game. 7 minutes and 30 in, and the score is only 1-all. 1 kill going to the Shadow... No, there's no Shadow in this game. The Storm Spirit, and 1 going to the Weaver. Endless popping that invisibility rune now. He's going to be looking to go on someone. It is going to be Elle. She will get caught out. Static Remnant and the Electric Vortex comes out. With the help of Slark, that is 1 dead Rubik. Angustible coming in on quite a bit of low HP actually. He's going to drop very, very quickly. Oh, a lot of damage coming out there. But Angustible is going to be able to Sakuchi out of safety. Very well played by Endless, getting that Static Remnant out so you can see across the over top of the trees. And boy oh boy did it do its job. Looks like we might have a gank on this middle lane here, but Timbersaw is actually rotated towards the top lane, so they might be trying to... They might be looking to push the top, but it's not too sure yet. Angustible and Aussie Gold... No, Nighttime and Aussie Gold, sorry. Angustible is, of course, the only other team. Looks like they're going to try and...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There is going to be a ping, but not too sure what's going to happen. By now they'd have to know that the supports are up to something, because they have been missing for quite a while. I think they did get pinged out by Timbersaw, but...
middle tower has fallen.
Endless getting that kill, the tower very... Well, not very early, but he's going to pick up the first tower of the game, making the score 2-1 in favour of Radiant with a tower.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We see a rotation by the supports towards the bottom lane. Tempest is actually going to get really keen on Fine Tune. Earthsplitter comes out as well as the Eclipse, but it's not going to do much. Elusive Bee come out, Fine Tune taking a lot of damage. Few right clicks from Tempest should see the death of him. In fact, we have Aussie Gold coming through the back, going to throw out the Impale. I don't know what Tempest was doing there while you run back, but Aussie Gold... No, it was the Nyx Assassin, so Aussie Gold picking up another kill on the Elder Titan. Getting a bit too keen. Throwing the Earthsplitter out very early, actually. Missing the Luna, as the Eclipse come out as well. Endless picking up a kill on the Timbersaw up in the jungle. So, a bit too late of a rotation in by Razzle and L. Angustable's going to get taken on by Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's going to take a lot of damage though. But it will back off as a teleport in from Aussie Gold comes up. Very good reflexes there. It's going to have to send Angustable back a bit. And he won't take too much static.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Spike Carapace coming out, but Angustable wasn't his intent to attack at that time, so a bit unlucky there, but... Elder Titan Stomp coming out. Timbersaw going to come in behind as well. Going to miss the pullback on the Chakram, but he's going to keep chasing Nighttime. Nighttime is going to get under his tower. Won't be any kills there for the Dire. Getting pretty unlucky there. Slark is actually going to come in from behind. Timbersaw is going to try and go him. In fact, he's going to go on L, but he's going to get telekinesis up. Earthsplitter coming in from behind. L taking a lot of damage, but Slark getting caught in that Earthsplitter. Shadow Dance coming out as well, but here comes Endless in behind, going to use the Static Remnant plus
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Static Remnant plus the, well, his extra damagey thing. I forget what it's called. Electric Vortex coming in on KZ. KZ's going to drop. Razzle taking a bit of damage now. Endless doing some massive work on him. And that is 2 dead, 3 dead for... 2 dead for Endless. Angusable taking lots of damage. He's going to have to run back with the haste pop though, so it should be a bit easier for him. What is that? It is Overload. So very, very well played there by the Radiant. Picking up 3 kills, I believe, for only a... Who was it only for? It was only for a... Ancient Apparition, I believe. Endless rotating towards this invisibility rune. Gonna help him bring back a bit of health back, so he'll be able to gank again, especially with invisibility rune.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gonna use that and look towards the middle lane. Might be able to pick someone up, but... In fact, no, he's just going to go to the lane and farm some more creep. Some more creep. Right, Aussie Gold up in the top lane. He's going to pop the Spike Carapace, but it's going to be a bit too late. Just a bit too late from the Spike Carapace. It's not going to do much. I'm still waiting for something exciting to happen. It is only 7-2. Like, we've had some good team fights, but it's just not much has really evolved from that. I mean, we've had a pretty big farming game at the moment. Endless on the most amount of last hits and denies, 78 to 14, so it's a pretty big advantage. Angus the Bull looking to go on Aussie Gold. In fact, he might be able to. No Spike Carapace up. The Swarm's going to get thrown down. Might be able to dive here, but the what's it called? Vendetta gets used. Angus the Bull is going to actually be spotted out. He's going to get impaled. He's going to get hit. Spike Carapace is going to be used. Aussie Gold, it's going to be close. Aussie Gold's going to take a bit of damage. It's going to take a lot of damage. Angus the Bull is going to pick up that kill. And he's just going to be able to Sakuchi out in time without dying. So, quite helpful there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's a kill
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
it's a kill that the Dire really needed, but at the same time, they're going to lose this tier 1 on the bottom
Dire's
lane.
bottom tower has fallen.
It will warrant a 3-man rotation towards here, but it doesn't actually look like the Radiant are done. It looks like they're going to keep pushing. Imagine throwing out that stun. Claude Van Damme's going to jump in, going to get the pounce on Fine Tune. Fine Tune's going to drop that Earth Splitter. It's going to miss quite a few. Storm coming in from behind. He's going to get the kill. Going to come in. He's going to do a bit, but there's 3 there, and he doesn't quite want to do much. In fact, Slark is going to have to back out in case something happens. Ignite gets used on him. It's going to slow him down quite a bit, as well as the AA slow, which is actually enemy. But with the pounce, he is able to get out.
Tower is under attack.
Angus the Bull is right here. Endless, not going for him. He's going to use the Orchard. This should be a dead Angus the Bull. That is a dead Weaver. In fact, they're going to turn around. Ooh, Aussie Gold just missing the Impale. So, well, Endless is going to keep going in. He does have Arcanes. No, he doesn't. He has Treads up, but there are Arcanes on his team, so it gives him a little bit of help. Endless might have turned around then, but Fine Tuned is actually going to back out just before that could happen. Alrighty, so big team fight there. It was a 2-for-1 trade. A 1-for-2. Yeah, 2-for-1 trade in favour of the Radiant. It was very helpful for the the Radiant. They sort of, with Endless coming in from behind, he's just so far ahead at the moment. He's just able to do work. Radiant are going to continue pushing this tier 2 bottom. It's going to draw in 4 of them. They are going to try and come in. The Stomp coming in by Elder Titans, going to miss. Nighttime going to get chased down by the Weaver. This might be a dead AA, but Earthsplit is going to come out. It's going to pick up the AA. And not quite get kill. Endless coming in now from behind. He's going to use that the Orchid to get the silence off. Ogre Magi is not going to be able to do anything. Endless going to keep running. Going to turn around, go and Fine Tune. The amount of damage that's coming out from him is a bit ridiculous, I think. Tempest coming in with the Eclipse. The Impale coming in by Nyx. Angus the Bull will probably be able to get out, however. So another 3-for-1 trade. So this is really in favour of the Radiant. Now, if we have a look at experience and gold, the Radiant are 10,000 experience ahead, and almost 10,000 gold ahead. So it is really starting to get out of the grips of the Dire. They're just letting too many ganks happen. They're trying to take fights which they just can't take, and alrighty, so now we have... looks like Endless is going to actually use an invisibility room. He might be trying to hunt someone down. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going for L. Squishy support. Usually makes a very fat Storm Spirit's day. In fact, he's still lurking around. He might try and go on this Weaver. I'm not too sure if he'll be able to solo him, but with an Orchid, he probably should. In fact, he is. He will be able to. Angerstable getting a bit too far out. Electric Vortex should be coming in soon. In fact, it does. A lot of... Just the one static remnant, but a lot of Overload is able to pick up the kill. So 13 to 5 now in favour of the Radiant. It just really helps when Storm Spirit picks up these sort of kills. Like, it just makes it really easy for him to just, like, you know, start snowballing like crazy. I suppose I should finish that train of thought, but, you know, whatevs. Anyway, Aussie Gold pushing down this middle lane now, trying to warrant something out. Storm Spirit actually jumping in, going to miss everyone. It should bring back a response, except the Dire are going to stay back. They're not too keen on the Storm Spirit because they know they probably can't take him. Storm, I'm going to head back. Slark has a Shadow Blade now, so interesting to see what he can do. Ice Blast coming out, it's going to hit too, but it's not. They're not at low enough HP for it to really do anything. Oh, Titan throwing at that Spirit. Not going to hit anyone. Illusion Rune on the bottom lane, so I believe Storm Spirit will probably pick that one up. In fact, he does have a full bottle, so I don't know who we'll go to. Luna is actually going to pick it up, so. But with all 5 Dire members up top, Endless could probably continue pushing down this tier to mid, but in fact he's going to turn around and go up here to tier 1. Next Assassin, no, that's a Weaver using Execution to go through. Timbersaw going to get caught out, it's going to throw out the Chakram. He's going to get left on by Slark, but no, he's going to be able to pick up his kill, Slark. Earthsplitter coming down the middle, going to miss everyone. Luna taking a lot of damage, is going to lose her life for that one. They were just diving a bit too far without the help from Endless. They weren't quite able to do enough.
I'm over here.
Endless coming in now from behind. He's going to go on L. He's going to try and get the kill. In fact, he will be able to. The stomp comes in, but he's able to just use Ball Lightning to get out. Doing a bit of damage now. Ogre Magi drops as well. Weaver running straight through the middle of all them static remnants. Taking a bit of damage. Ice Blast going to get thrown out. Angerstable coming in from behind. Might be able to try and on Storm here. Endless going on the Fine Tune. He's going to use that Electric Vortex. In fact, he'll be able to do the damage and bring him down as well. KZ just missing that thing. Nyx Assassin going to find the Weaver, but the Orchid just gets off just out of time. Well, just not in time for the Sakuchi to come out as well. Timsaw coming in from behind, and not from behind, but from in front. And this is actually going to teleport out because he's on quite low mana and not be able to do much. Slark trying to look for an opening from behind. With that Shadow Blade, he should be able to do it. KZ is actually coming out quite a bit from away from a team. He could jump in, but in fact he's going to back up. Now Radiant, they really need to do something here. The Dire, sorry, the Dire really need to do something here. Like, the experience is still skyrocketing as well as the gold in favour of the Radiant. They're going to look like going to go push down this tier 1. Impale's going to come out. Angerstable taking a bit of, well, fair crack at the damage. Elle going to pick up the Impale, which is a really good spell for her to pick up. If there is one spell that she wants on that team, it is the Impale.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like they'll take down C1. Chakram gets thrown out by KZ. It's going to back off.
Radiant structures are
Ice Blast is going to come right up from the bottom. It's going to hit all 4 of them. Angerstable taking a lot of damage. This should be the death of him. He's going to have to use his time lapse, but he will get out. Endless coming in and getting this Timbersaw from behind with Electric Vortex. It's just doing too much. With the Haste Rune as well. Endless just coming in, doing too much damage. It's going to turn around and go on this Razzle. It should be a triple kill. In fact, it's going to go to Slark. Not going to be a triple kill, only a double for Endless. But Slark picking up that 3rd kill. 20 to 7 in favour of the Radiant now. The tier 1
top tower has fallen.
dropping.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And they're going to continue to push for the tier 2. Angustible still in base. He might take a massive Ice Blast. In fact, he does. He's going to have to wait a bit longer in the base, so this should buy enough time for the Radiant to pick up this tier 2 in the mid.
Tower is under attack.
Alrighty, so
Dire's top tower has fallen.
tier 2 top is going to drop now. It will most likely involve a... no. Fine Tune coming out. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I probably should start making some sense. Razzle going to throw the Ignite out on the Creep Wave. It's going to push it back a bit. Slark sort of trying to do something with the Shadow Blade up. Only got a few seconds left of it. I'm not going to be able to do anything. It looks like it's going to be a long, slow sieging game here. We're only 24 minutes in, but still. It has been a little bit action-packed, but Endless, he does have his Lincoln Sphere now as well. It's going to be able to do a bit. Tempest doesn't have too much. For a safe lane carried, 50 last hits is really not that much. Especially with the amount of free farm he had. Like, it was a decent 15 minutes, 20 minutes of free farming. More 15 minutes. Slark jumping down onto nothing by the sounds of it. It's going to look to push this tier 3. Storm Spirit looking for the jump in that he can get. Will it be on Timsaw? I don't think it will. In fact, it's going to be on L. He's going to go for it. He's going to get it. He's going to let it die. Yes, it is. Endless will be able to run out in time though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Chakram's going to get thrown out by Timsaw with a stomp by the Elder Titan. Earthsplit is going to come out as well. It's going to get the Nyx Assassin, but Luna is going to lose her life before anything that happens. Aussie Gold is going to take a bit of damage. He's going to have to use Vendetta to get out, which he will just fine. AA just slowly walking away. Slark just running around a bit. Not going to do anything, just sort of being a bugger, as he does. Angustible taking a bit too much damage for Endless there, getting picked up quite easily. Getting a double kill. Well, Nyx Assassin actually picking up at one, but Endless coming behind and picking up at Ogre Magi as well. Only level 9 too, but Endless level 19 on that Storm Spirit doing absolute...
Radiant's bottom tower has been
running absolute chaos.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nighttime pushing down this tier 1 by himself. Aussie Gold's going to be chased by the Spirit, but I think this is the time where they can start pushing the tier 3 tower and try and go for the end.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Aussie Gold throwing out that Spike Harris a bit too late. The Stomp's going to come out. Will there be a follow-up? Razzle's going to come in. It's going to pick up the... He's going to use that Ignite on the Fire Blast, sorry, on the... I think it's Fire Blast, it is Fire Blast. He's going to use that Fire Blast on the Nyx and pick him up. 24-9 now. As the slow siege continues, the Stomp's going to come out. It's going to hit the Slark. It'll be interesting to see what they can do. In fact, they can't. Fine Tune having to back off a bit. Ice Blast is going to come in by AA. It's going to hit Razzle. Doing too much damage there. Pings out on Roshan now. So they might look to do a Roshan kill and then... Well, once they kill Roshan, they can just, you know, sort of walk into the base. Someone has an extra life, so they can just run in first and then die. Slark taking a lot of damage. Only a Shadow Blade and a... Only a Shadow Blade and a Skull Bash, yes, so... Luna coming in now. She has only got a BKB and treads in the int position. Okay, a bit odd there. Blizzard been coming in as well on the Roshan.
I'm over here.
So this should be a pretty, or a fairly easy Roshan for the Radiant. Doesn't look like Dire have too much of an idea what's going on, so it might come as a bit of a surprise. There haven't been any pings or anything yet, so... In fact,
Roshan has fallen to the
Endless
Radiant.
does have a Bloodstone as well, so he's going to be able to do quite a bit. Orchid Bloodstone Lincoln's at 29 minutes. It's a very, very scary Storm Spirit. He is 17, 0 and 5. If he got that Bloodstone a bit earlier, he'd probably have about 30 stacks now, so... But a lot of his kills have helped with the Orchid. Fine Tune's going to get picked up by Endless. Endless is going to use all of them damage. Start getting the pounce on the Ogre Magi, and that's going to be the death of him. Impale's going to be used on Timbersaw. Endless doing a bit too much damage to him, and
Double kill.
Timbersaw dies. I guess the ball not doing too much there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Gonna jump into the...
Triple kill. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looks like they'll be able to push down this tier 3 now. In fact, Slark is going to chase Pal. Will he be able to get it? No. Let's see what happens.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
This is actually like a chase. They're going to try and get her. Ignite coming out by Ogre Magi, going to do a bit of damage. Ignite as well. It's going to come out. There are going to be 4 to get a kill. Endless coming in from behind. Going to pick up L. Another kill on Razzle as well. Elder Titan going to drop that split up, but Endless is just too strong, picking up, well, a double kill plus the others. GG being called by the Radiant. That is, by the Dire. That is a 32. There's a 32 to 10 victory in favour of the Radiant. This has been game 2 of the Southern Cross Dota in-house night. This is week 2. I am IceCube Dota. Please stick around because we'll have a few more games coming up. Until then, take care and prosper.